Lotus, 7 times Formula One world champions. Active in the Premier League of motorsport until 1994. But even though Lotus isn't in Formula One any longer, the motorsport genes live on in production cars, such as the Lotus Exige S. With semi-slicks, a rear spoiler and a diffuser, the English call this a track day car. Licensed for the road, but designed for the racetrack. Inside is a 4-cylinder with a compressor. It's low on comfort, no ESP, no side airbags, and the aircon doesn't come as standard. But what is included is a racing car atmosphere with bucket seats. Patrick put the corner-hungry English car through its paces. This is a really cool car for a track test. You notice how direct the steering is. The speed through corners is excellent, and the seat is so low you're almost sitting on the ground. The Lotus has a bit of a go-karting feel. The ground clearance is only 13 centimeters. I mean, it's no luxury liner, that's for sure. Anyone who'd book a trip on the MS Europa or the Queen Mary would be completely out of place here. It goes right to your marrow, and the sweat will tell you the rest.
Da spürt man jeden Hubbel, jede Bodenwelle, und die Schweißperlen im Gesicht zeigen das Übrige.
During our track test, the optional air condition was turned off for performance reasons. You have to get used to it at first because the car has extremely powerful steering, partly because of the small steering wheel, and because of my size, I'm sitting quite far back, so I have to drive almost with my arms outstretched. What's absolutely brilliant is that when you step on the brakes, you tip forwards. You can feel the AP brakes. The AP brakes are part of the performance package, which costs a hefty €3,810. The Exige's strengths are quite clearly in the brakes and its speed through corners. You have to drive into the narrow turns slowly, the same as in any other kind of car, otherwise you understeer. But here in the long 180-degree curves, the Exige just whizzes through. It's magnificent. Well, the reinforced coupling they built in for the performance package works. You can feel it. What a disappointment for me is the gearbox. It feels like mixing a cake. There's no precision at all, and it's completely unworthy of such a car. Not only is the gearbox sloppy, the steering wheel needs to be cranked. Because this car isn't equipped with power steering, you really have to work hard. If you want a good lap time, you'll have muscular arms by the end of the day. Now for the scores. Patrick can give a maximum of 10 points per category. Engine and transmission. The engine on its own would score 6 points, but the transmission just doesn't fit in this car and doesn't work, at least not with my driving style. 4 points. The chassis and steering in the Lotus Exige are a very high level. Everything is very racy. Normally I'd give that 10 points, but because of the understeer into the turns, I'm deducting a bit. So for that reason, 9 points. Price and fun factor, €64,000 for a track day car. It might be fun to drive, but not that much fun. For that reason, 4 points. That brings the Lotus Exige S with performance package to a total of 17 points out of 30. The lap time is next. Can the Lotus Exige S perform a miracle and smash the BMW M3's best time? Off it goes. After just under 4 seconds, the car passes the 100 km/h mark. The first corners, and Patrick hardly loses any time thanks to the Yokohama semi-slicks. On to the straight. He only just misses the top speed of 170 km/h. On the brakes, into the chicane, just under 1 G of braking force. The infield. This is where the Lotus scores points with its extreme grip. However, with a time of 1 minute 13.15 seconds, it's almost 2 seconds behind the front runner, the BMW M3.